Today's weather update is brought to you by you. Big thanks for everybody on Patreon who continues to support this channel. If you want to help out, the link is down below. Now let's get into today's update. It does look like we could have our next named storm system in the Philippine Sea over the upcoming week heading into the weekend. Look just towards Guam. Windy conditions out there right now. You have a low pressure area starting to develop. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, there is an LPA there. And if we look ahead, they're expecting this to push towards the north and west. Not quite showing a tropical depression at this time, but according to JPWC, this is an invest area. It does have a low chance of development in the next 48 hours. But beyond that, guidance has been hinting at something. As always, I like to show you the SpaghettiOs. I usually show them at the end. Let's start off at the start here and show what the GFS is showing. This area moving towards the north and west. And all these areas in the red, that's indicating the different member ensembles within the GFS model kind of dropping off in the pressure there by the 3rd to the 4th of October. So we're talking about a week from now. By next Tuesday, Wednesday, and even over towards Thursday. So let's break this all down in today's WestPac weather update. First off, well, of course, starting with the satellite imagery here, that area over Guam, it has been bringing some breezy conditions, kind of have that easterlies continuing to dominate. Meanwhile, our tropical depression still over there towards Vietnam, bringing some heavy rainfall as well, while our quote-unquote river of moisture, I've been talking about this for about 2 weeks now, still dominating from Cebu south. Really heavier showers out there towards parts of Mindanao. So let's look at the future cast. Okay, so this is Wednesday over towards Thursday. There's our low, still bringing windy conditions across Guam and the Mariana Islands as this pulls off towards the north and west. Some lull, high pressure area kind of right in here. Then you have your monsoonal trough south of that, and then we have a low towards the north. This is all important to point out because it kind of gives us an idea where this is going to want to go. It's going to want to round this little ridging in there and kind of pull towards the north and west, kind of out here towards Okinawa and the southern Japanese islands. But as it does so, we're going to start to see a ridge maybe pull in over Japan, which is going to block this. And if you noticed on those ensembles, it kind of spreads out exactly where this could go. That's going to be the really timing by early next week. See if we could see this drift back towards the west, or it might get hooked with a trough and pull towards the north and east. What I can tell you is that there is likely going to be a storm developing out here in the Philippine Sea towards the south and east of Okinawa over the course of the next 5 to 7 days. At this point, a little bit too early to kind of get more details than that, but I do think maybe not so much for the Philippines, but you definitely need to watch it, but from Taiwan and really all across Japan. Today in Guam, though, cloudy with those southeasterly winds. I mean, you don't have a full-on named storm system, but it is a kind of a sloppy day for our friends out here across the Mariana Islands, as I mentioned, because of that low and those winds wrapping in around from the south on the backside of our storm. So as this does pull away, I do also want to continue to stress the moisture flow that is tapping into this for the Visayas area. Not so much for parts of northern Luzon. Manila still could be looking at on and off rainfall even heading into your Friday here. But overall, actually, this is more of a northeasterly wind, not that southwesterly flow for Luzon. It's down towards Cebu where we do have those showers continuing to kick up. As far as the waves are concerned, you kind of, I like this global picture because you also see kind of the general weather pattern. We have that low moving across the North Pacific right there. Here's our big low, actually almost a monsoonal gyre, and you can see where that next troughing is tapping into that moisture and going to pull this off towards the north as well. So just kind of showing you where all of the precipitation is at this time, with our tropical depression towards the west and that river of moisture and a new storm forming back towards the east. Looking at the flyover, there's Cagayan de Oro, 29 degrees there for you. Tacloban's at 29 as well, all thanks to the increase in the cloud cover. Most of the showers being on the west coast, though, back towards Manila, also looking at that. Even in the Subic Bay, we can see some passing showers as you go ahead through your day here on your Thursday. Hey, check this out. We're going to look further north. This is pretty cool. Look across parts of Tibet, even far eastern areas of Russia. That is snowfall, guys. We got some storms back towards the North Pacific. That next one's going to be forming out. It's going to be kicking up, bringing some of the white stuff there in northern areas of Russia. Always like to point that out. Got the changing of the seasons taking place here. All right, so let's talk about some of the Patreon members. I remember it was mentioned at the beginning of this. Big thanks. I added Jeff Davis in here, one of our extra super typhoons, continues to help out the channel, as well as a few people on our YouTube page who continues to support there as well. Don't forget, we don't just put stuff here on Patreon, YouTube as well. By the way, I'm never going to put this stuff behind a paywall either, these Westpac weather updates, but it does go a long way when you guys do support the channel. So, yeah, that's a look at what's happening out here today. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, as always, please let me know. And the number one thing, of course, is stay safe out there, friends. Hope you have a great day.